Yo, what is going on, you yapping yamper? Today we're talking tank Kangaskhan. This is actually pre-rotation, one of my favorite decks to play. Maybe not in the format right pre-rotation, but some formats before that. It was pretty good. Definitely one of my favorite decks to play. I played it a lot in online tournaments and stuff like that. Before I jump into this list and I break it all down, gotta give a huge shout out to Dragon Shield, of course, for sponsoring the channel. They got a ton of Pokemon TCG, or excuse me, TCG, not just Pokemon, accessories. They got mats, they got deck boxes. I actually used one of their new mats at NAIC recently. The Snortle Baby Hippo Dragon mat here is what I used over at NAIC. So I got some funny mats over there. But of course, I specifically love them, and you probably know them for their card sleeves. They got a bunch of different styles: matte, non-glare, classic, dual mats. I've generally been fond of the matte style of sleeves, but I kind of like their non-glares as well. I might become a full-time non-glare user. In the past, I've only used their matte sleeves, so those are just my favorite of the styles that they have, of course, and everyone has their own personal preference. And with everyone's own personal preference, they have a ton of different colors on top of all the different styles of sleeves that they have. Some of my personal favorites, if you're looking for recommendations, magenta, tangerine, blood red are some of my go-tos, but they have so much to choose and pick from. They'll have something for everyone, so go check them out over at dragonshield.com. Link will be in the description, and code AzulGG will get you a discount over there as well. So tank Kangaskhan, for anyone who's unaware of how the deck functions, is Kangaskhan is our main, if not only, attacker in most games, in most situations. And then we beef it up with Bouffalant and its Curly Wall ability, which says as long as we have another Bouffalant in play, it doesn't have to be a Bouffalant with Curly Wall, so that's why we play one of these Bouffalants with the Ready to Ram attack. So we have this Bouffalant in play, and then we can have this Bouffalant in play, and then we get the effect of the Curly Wall ability. Or we can have two Curly Wall Bouffalants in play, and then we get the effect of the Curly Wall ability. But no matter what, we need two Bouffalants in play, but we only play one of the Ready to Ram Bouffalants, so we'll always have a Curly Wall Bouffalant in play if we have two Bouffalants in play. So that's why I play two Curly Walls, one Ready to Ram Bouffalant. And the Ready to Ram Bouffalant, I mean, it just has more HP and it doesn't have an ability, basically. So more HP, no ability, means that if we go up against like a Frostlass deck, we'll have one less Pokemon in play that'll get tick damage from Frostlass, things like that. So we're usually not attacking with this thing ever. But if we need to Ready to Ram, I guess we can. Now I'm playing Hero's Cape. Now I'm sure a lot of you have seen Kangaskhan decks going around with Precious Trolley recently. And it's not that I think Precious Trolley is a bad card, or that I think Precious Trolley decks are bad. I think it's a good card. I think Precious Trolley decks are good. But I think Precious Trolley in the current metagame is not competitive. What I mean by that is, I don't think I could like show up to a regional championship and feel confident playing a Precious Trolley deck. So I'm trying to make this deck as competitive as possible. So I've tried to move away from Precious Trolley to see if that is possible. And the reason I think Precious Trolley is not competitive is because of Dragapult. Because if Dragapult figures out you're playing Precious Trolley, they'll choose second, they'll itchy paw on you, you'll lose a game, basically almost every set because of that, and it becomes really hard to actually win enough matches to theoretically win a tournament. Now, I know there's no major tournaments going on anytime soon, but that's how I deck build. I always deck build with the idea of, okay, if I showed up to, if I'm trying to make the deck competitive, first off, because there's plenty of decks that I play with, like the Delphox deck at the beginning of this format, that aren't competitive, and I know they're not competitive, but I still try and maximize their potential. But with a deck like this, I'm like, okay, can we make this competitive? And I'm going to play this competitively. If I was to like bring this to a regional next weekend, I would not want to play it with Trolley, because I think Trolley is really bad in the current metagame. So that's like my approach. Even though we're in a situation where there's no major tournaments to bring any deck to, that's the way I want to kind of think about things. Also, like in online tournaments, it's kind of the same thing, because most online tournaments are open deck list. So if you go up against a Dragapult player, if they win the coin flip, even if generally they would choose first, they are now going to choose second. And itchy paw on you, and then you can't play Trolley, and then you lose the game. So to try and make up for that, we're playing 4 Kangaskhan to maximize our odds of starting it and drawing into it and getting in the active in the early game. Now with that, I also play 4 Monkey Dory. Monkey Dory is an okay starter because it's got 1 retreat cost, and it's a very powerful Pokemon for us to set up throughout games to utilize its Adrenaline Brain, because between the Bouffalant, or between the Kangaskhan with the Bouffalant, with the Hero's Cape, it's very unlikely and essential that we don't get one-hit KO'd. So we lose to stuff like Lucario and Garchomp, which aren't very powerful decks right now, so I'm not too worried about those. But I'll be in stuff like Dragapult or Slowking or Steel Mask Ogerpon decks can be tough as well if they're playing Meganium. Big basic decks like the All-Out Blitzel slot box, very beatable. for sure. Anything that doesn't one-hit KO Mega Kangaskhan, we can beat, basically. Get the Bouffalants in play, get the Hero Escape on the Mega Kangaskhan, take a hit, use some Adrenaline Brains, use some Jumbo Ice Creams, heal back up to full HP, start punching in with the Rapid Fire combo, and sometimes we need some heads, sometimes we don't. Now, with the idea of not getting one-hit KO'd, or effectively one-hit KO'd, we do have to play the Psyduck to prevent, you know, a bunch of Dusknoirs popping, and then basically our Kangaskhan getting one-hit KO'd. We can't let that happen, so... to help set up, play the game, 4 Petrol, 4 Crispin for energy acceleration. I do have a pretty heavy Lily count still here at 3 Lily. And this is to just help smooth out our early game, to be honest, to make sure we can see enough cards to actually play the game. It came up a lot more than I thought it would, and I would definitely consider actually going up to 4 Lily as well, because I found this often being the turn 1 supporter I wanted to play more so than anything else. Only 2 bosses orders. I feel like KOing through the active pretty comfortable most of the time. 1 Lana's Aid. I play a Lana's Aid in here because up against Dragapult specifically, they'll often be just boss KOing Monkey Dories or Bouffalants. So having a more aggressive, not more aggressive, it's less aggressive. We do have a Night Trick here for a more aggressive Pokemon recovery card, but a does more than just 1 card like a Night Treacher does recovery card is really good. I also have a Zoroark's Machinations in here because we can end up in weird board states up against decks like Zoroark and Dragapult where neither player wants to attack to activate the other player's Monkey Dories, and Zoroark kind of gives us that win condition. This also means between the Zoroark and the 4 Mist Energy, we have a win condition against Alakazam. I wouldn't say it's a great win condition. I would probably say Alakazam still is favored, but a win condition nonetheless between the Zoroarks and the Mist Energies. 4 Pokegear, 4 Jumbo Ice Cream, 3 Ultra Ball, 1 Mega Signal, 1 Pokepad. I'm still trying to figure out the Pokemon search count for everything. At one point I had 4 Bouffalants in here, but then I want to have more flexibility to find Kangaskhan turn 1. So we have 8 outs to Kangaskhan on the first turn of the game, and I feel like that's still sometimes just not enough. 1 Air Balloon, 1 Switch for some mobility cards. Night Trick I mentioned, Pokepad, 3 Team Rocket's Factory to go with the Team Rocket's Petrols. We definitely need to play at least 3 of a stadium. And I don't know if it should be Team Rocket's Factories or, I don't know, maybe we could get away with like playing Prism Towers and like more Lilies and then using Prism Towers plus Lilies to kind of cycle through the deck more aggressively, get rid of all the dead cards, leave only the good cards, and increase our odds of just like drawing to Jumbo Ice Creams through Lily or something like that. So that could actually be a route to go, because we do end up with like a lot of dead cards in our deck as we get to the late game. But obviously there's good synergy between the 4 Petrol and the Team Rocket's Factory. I do have 1 Super Potion in here. I would maybe even go to more Super Potions potentially. The Super Potion is really cool because we end up with excess energy on our Kangaskhan at points, or we can like attach an extra energy to then Super Potion 60 extra damage off it to go alongside the Jumbo Ice Cream. But then also if we go up against like Dragapult, Super Potion heals 60 damage from one of our Pokemon, and if we heal damage, we have to discard an energy from that Pokemon. But if that Pokemon doesn't have energy to begin with, we can just heal the damage and discard no energy. So if we go up against Dragapult and they put like 6 damage counters on our Psyduck, we can Super Potion it and then just heal the Psyduck. Or if they put 6 on the Bouffalant, we can Super Potion it and then just heal the Bouffalant. And yeah, so Super Potion is pretty cool for a couple different reasons. It heals our Bouffalants and our Psyduck. We end up with excess energy through Crispins and manual attachments, so we can just heal more damage off our Kangaskhan. Gets the job done. For the Crispins, of course, 4 basic Psychic, 4 basic Dark, because everything else is a colorless attacker besides the Monkey Dory. Monkey Dory needs Dark and potentially Psychic for a Mind Bend. And then the Mist Energy, like I said, Alakazam, but also we don't want to get Mind Bended by our opponent's Monkey Dories, because we want to sit a Kangaskhan in the active and kind of leave it in the active the whole game. We don't want to have to move it in and out of the active. We do play 1 switch, but yeah, 4 Mist Energy in here because it'd be really annoying to get Mind Bended, and this helps play around the Mind Bend. And 1 switch to remove a potential confusion if they catch us with a Mind Bend before we can find one of our Mist Energy. And that's it. That's my current take on Tank Kangaskhan. I think there's a lot of work to be done still. I'm going to revisit this deck in the future, give it another shot, try and make it function a little bit better, because I think there's more work to be done. The list can be refined more. It can be smoother. And I'm not going to go to the trolley build quite yet. I'll probably try out a trolley build eventually in the future. But like I said, I don't think trolley's competitive right now, and that's my focus right now, is to try and make a competitive Tank Kangaskhan build. So with that said, let's jump into some action, and I'll show y'all how it runs. I mean, I need to attack. I mean, I can draw early here. Then I need to like thin down the hand eventually. Yeah, I need to be able to swing and KO stuff. I'm just gonna attach active. Dude, that is Of all decks to hit, the... What is this deck called? Frostlast Chandelure deck was not I mean, this is gonna be like impossible to beat. This seems like a terrible matchup. Like, is this winnable? What am I missing? Is there like any way to beat this? If they just draw terribly, I guess. I do 50 for each card in my hand. They got one little guy, but that is already doing more than enough damage to KO me. I'm gonna play Lily, and hopefully I can play some of these cards. Okay. Double boofer. Hold up. They aren't KOing me this turn. Seems terrible. Oh no! Oh no! They don't KO me yet. They still don't KO me. They still don't KO me. They could unironically KO this turn. Oh, wouldn't they need like +1? Oh, this thing's got 2 retreat cost. You're stuck for a turn. 30 for each card in my hand, dude. What the fuck is this bullshit, man? No, I did not draw with Kangaskhan there on purpose. Wait, do they even have a water energy? Oh, man, they're not even close to being done. Okay, I can KO them with Kangaskhan now, though. If I can get through this first Mega Frostlast... Oh, I just got them. Did they get the energy, though? Do they have the energy? Yeah, they have an alluring... Oh, my gosh. They should probably alluring light here, though, right? Yeah, okay. What do I get? That's pretty good. As far as cards go that I could have drawn into off of the alluring light here. You retreated before the Volpe had it? Well, no, because I had Bouffalance in play. Right? Zarsic just seems super low value.
Oof.
I mean, I kind of wanted I think it's best to just KO the... I wanted to get my Hero's Cape off of Petrol there, but... Oh, maybe we just knock... Oh, wait, that's not good. No, wait, but I got to do something at some point. What do we... How do you pick between KOing the Mega or not KOing the Mega? Well, it's dead now, so... See how many cards they make me draw. I mean, it's like it's good, but is it good enough? I don't know if that's good enough. If I had the Hero's Cape here, if I had actually hit Petrol off the gear to get gear to get the Hero's Cape, I don't know. Is that good? Is that bad? We might be in trouble. It like theoretically seems good. No, stop. 1, 2. Do they need to have Candy Chandelure? Candy Chandelure? Yeah, they need double Candy Lure. I can play a lot of these cards out of my hand. Ooh, okay, that's good. I don't know if I can like heal enough to get out of range though. I can play a lot of these cards. I think we're gonna win this game. It's cooked. I got him. I got him right where I want him. $240? $240. That's it? Pathetic. All right, heal.
Play.
Here we go. Actually, I just win with... No, I don't. 2 heads. All right. Easy. It was always going to be a dub. Back to back. Free matchup. I told you. Free. Stormy Dustnor, huh? I guess I should have maybe benched my Monkey Dories to play around, oh my dude, another Mega Gosh. It's fine. It's fine. We're fine here, folks. I'm not scared of Mega Frostlass. Dude, why are there so many fucking Mega Frostlass? Can I play against something? Well, that's not even true. I don't even want to play against some other things too, but Mega Frostlass is... it's fine. It's fine. Stop! No more. No more snow runs. We're done. We're done with snow runs. Yeah, it's fine. Give me good references for building your own cube. Check out someone in chat will know what it's called. Cube Koga. Yeah. Check out Cube Koga. That's the only thing I'm aware of as far as like online references. Water gun, sick, man. Sick, super sick. All right, I think I do have to draw. I think I have to draw this turn. Hopefully I just don't draw. Hopefully I draw some playable stuff is what I'm hoping. Okay. So monkey. Monkey. No, it's a mix of like I have to play the game, but I can't like obviously like overextend. Boofer. Could switch into a monkey dory for turn. I could go like they'd be only hitting me for 250 minus 60, 190. Am I okay with that? Kind of like I kind of like protecting my Kangaskhan. Okay, this is the other thought I had with Mega Kangaskhan, and like it would work in that kind of scenario there, is that maybe the A-Spec should be Scoop Up Cyclone. Because then like our first Kangaskhan, like kind of like we open it or we get into the active, it gets punched. We build up the bench Kangaskhan, and then we Scoop Up Cyclone the active Kangaskhan. It would also work with like Latias better, because then we can also pick up our Latias out of play. Hero Escape still just might be better at the end of the day, to be honest. I'm actually not sure. There's another thought I had for a way to approach Mega Kangaskhan. Not sure what's better, though. Wally? No, Wally's terrible. Trolley is best for sure. Trolley is not a competitive card. I want to play competitive card. I want to make the deck competitive. Trolley is not competitive. That's why I don't play Trolley. Why not play Wally? Because Wally puts all your energy back into your hand. I'm not going to spend 4 turns to set up a Kangaskhan to lose all of that setup. That's not good enough. That's why Monkey Dories and Jumbo Ice Creams and stuff like that is essential. Why Trolley not comp? Because it just isn't. Trolley decks are just bad in the current metagame. It could change in the future. Trolley's a good card. Trolley decks are good. Trolley decks are not competitive in the current metagame. Feel free to prove me wrong. I would love it if they were good, but I'm pretty sure they're just literally terrible. Just want to get hit for less, right? I don't know. I don't want to run air. I'm just going to swing. Trolley will only be good with Mega Extra Joe. No, Trolley. I don't think Trolley is also just not competitive. Trolley is good in decks. There are good Trolley decks, and Trolley is a good card. But Trolley is not a competitive card in the current metagame. Extra Drill doesn't change anything, I don't think. I think non-Trolley Extra Drill is better because you just play through the Call for Family of the guy. Have you tried non-Trolley Toxbox? Toxbox has a similar problem because the Secret Box build is like you have the same problems. Similar problems. Put a Starmie.
Bro.
I want to get this established, I think. I'm 4-paw Pokepad Ultra Ball Extra Drill when it comes out. I mean, you still probably play Genesect. Oh, I guess that doesn't mean you don't play Genesect. Well, no, Pokepad would be weird, right? You probably don't need Pokepad. You probably just play Genesect. Extra Drill could maybe still just be like a go second Poffin. Wait, go second Call for Family deck. Like you play like a 4-2 Extra Drill line, and you just like choose second and then Call for Family with Drill Burr. What else? Put whatever else together you can. You can still play it as a petrol deck as well. Is this not the worst possible thing possible for them to KO here? KOing everything else is better, right? Am I trolling? That was literally the worst possible thing they could have KO'd. You know what? Let them cook. Let them cook. Unless they're like committed to KOing back-to-back Bouffalants, I guess. That's the only way that makes sense. I'll let them have it. I'll let them cook. One heads to... Wait, hold up. Oh, I don't want to KO them though, right? I really don't want to KO them. Please tails. Please. Okay, thank goodness. That's actually perfect. One heads. Oof. I don't want to KO. I don't want to get punched by this thing. I'm setting it up for the future. That's it. We're just getting it ready. That's it. We just need to get it ready. We don't need to actually knock it out. How'd you beat Crustle with this deck? Set up Kangaskhan and then you just lose, yeah. It becomes a draw pass, play for Xerosic mind game situation. Oh, but they also play like a ton of Gust now with like the Lysia's Appeal, so they can just KO your Bouffalants throwing out of Bouffalants. Yeah, you just lose. You just lose. They just beat you. Very nice, very nice. All right, let them evolve first. Probably not, right? Oh wait, they went first? I didn't even realize. Okay, well now I definitely don't. Wait. Oh, what the fuck is this? Okay, unexpected. What the heck? All right. Well, I could just get turn 2'd here. I don't have 2 Bouffalants. I could just die. Well, I guess I should do this to prevent them from just retreating it, right? Okay, okay, okay. Duck. Mist. Lily. I don't want to put Monkey Dories in play. If I put this down, they could just Kyurem it. So they can just go Cape Pass. I thought I was going first. Gonna be an interesting game, I feel like, for sure. Definitely in for a interesting one. Keep the boof? Yeah, all right, buddy. Whatever you say. That is an aggressively bad discard. A Wondrous Patch and a Kyurem? You just concede right now. It's over, buddy. You're done. Pack it up. You're not winning this one. Yeah, that is terrible. That is awful. That is so bad. Would not recommend. I need to get the boosts down. Getting both boosts down is more important than attacking this turn. getting hit less hard is betterer. Sick. Okay.
Oof.
Hatch. No out to the boof. Hey, let's go. You love to see that. That is so sick. Gosh darn it. I play a lot of outs too. Listen, I'm going to go ahead and say it. I got unlucky there. That's pretty unlucky. I have hella outs there. What the fuck? Now they get to kill a boof and my Psyduck with a Kyurem. Dude, that is... You know what? I'm not even mad. That's fine. I didn't want to get it anyways. Hate drawing what I need. I like one time. That would be hilarious, to be honest. What about Crispin last turn? I talked through that. Rewind 2 minutes. Okay, if they don't have another Slowpoke on the bench, though, I don't care if I get punched by a Slowking here really hard. I feel like they're overextending this turn with this play. Or there was like a better play to make. Annihilate plus Megaton Blower. Yo, that would be hilarious, though, if they did that. That'd be insane. Yeah, this is like a really, really bad play. If they had a Slowpoke on the bench, this is actually a reasonable play for sure. This is like got to be a massive throw. Do this for sure. I mean, I kind of like that I built up a hand. I kind of want to keep working on this hand. Can they... Oh, fuck. They could KO me with Clefairy. Damn it. What would they need? No, I don't think second boof does prevent that. They go full bench, 180. No, it wouldn't prevent it. They would need to fill up their bench as well, though. They'd need Clefairy. I mean, yeah. I could just attach here and switch and hide behind the duck, though, for a turn, right? They have a 3-card hand. I mean, it could have a Lily in it. I could just hide for a turn. Maybe hiding for a turn is just better. Decipher their top deck? Oh, true, yeah. Alright, I'll KO it. Whatever. If I get bodied. Dude, if I get bodied here by that. If they KO me with Clefairy. They definitely could KO me with Clefairy. I don't even think... They just don't even need that much, to be honest. Why not Potion? Because it discards an energy, so I can't attack and Potion. That'd be cheating. Why do you want me to cheat? I guess even if they Clefairy this turn, it's still a winnable game. For sure. If they don't Clefairy this turn, I think we definitely just win the game. But we're not there yet, so... Okay, well... It's a good chance they have the Clefairy play. Unlucky. Jeez. Dude, they just hate their good cards. Switch Sacred Ash to the discard pile. Okay, that's a good sign. That's a good sign. I am in the need of, like... Yeah, they didn't get, like, an out for the Clefairy or, like, a Wondrous Patch or something like that. Really Freight can obviously still get them there, but...
Fine.
Got Clef for the Duskline. I did have to somehow get a Dusknoir line into the deck. I mean, they didn't pull the play together off the what's it called, but it looks like they still got the play. Yeah. Why did they just evolve to the Dusclops there? What are they doing? I can slow the game down again by bossing that. I can push Psyduck, bench Kangaskhan, attach a Kangaskhan, play Crispin. Dude, they just don't whiff, man. They just don't whiff. I don't know why they evolved that, but... I'm actually debating putting... Oh, no, I want to boss this turn, right? Boom. Boss that up. I'd probably just wait until I can boss the Clefairy and KO it again, right? Or maybe KO in a Slowpoke is actually just better, because the Clefairy doesn't hit me very hard, so... Yeah, I might boss this. Yeah, I don't really care about the Clefairy, to be honest. I might boss the Slowking here. The Clefairy punching me is just like, whatever. Getting punched by... They did discard a switch, but they might have another switch. Or Surfer or something. Like 2 mobility cards being in the deck is like, would not be a shock. Okay. I want to actually move my energy back to the deck so I can get more value to my Crispins as the game goes on. They were stuck last turn. That means they're probably going to be stuck this turn, which means I can just run errand. I can maybe like take my time here, to be honest. Like I should play as if they have another switch card, but they didn't play a supporter last turn, so they haven't dug any closer to the switch card. Of course, at any moment they could just top deck it, but I could like give myself some time here to cycle through my deck a little bit. Why'd you attach a Psychic? Because I have another Psychic left in the deck, so... Because I want to save my Darks for my Monkey Dories. And I have 1 Psychic left in the deck to synergize with Crispin, so I can still double Monkey Dory in a single turn here. If I need to, ever. Or wait, could I ever just like draw a pass? And then just boss this back? There's no way they play 3 switch cards, right? So could I just like wait until... I only have 1 stadium left. Set up this as an attacker seems worth it. Does an Academy friend deck out? Well, I have more stadiums than they do, so I can out stadium them at this point. I don't have to do it yet. They have 1 stadium left. I have 2 stadiums left. So I guess I should like check my prize cards, but as soon as I check my... Oh, how many Lily do they have left, though, I guess? They only have 1 Lily left, and I think I have 2 Lily left. I have 1 Lily left as well. But they have to Lily first. Okay. Yeah, I don't know why they evolved to Dusknoir. They can't win in 1 attack, right? Unless I'm trolling. No, they can't. Okay. Yeah, I think I literally just wait. I think I literally just wait here. No, I have Buffon in play, so they can't win with Metagross. They definitely have a switch card left. Ever fire 6 heads time? Well, if they ever start attaching to Kangaskhan or Dusknoir, then I get aggressive. If they attach to Dusknoir or Kangaskhan... If they attach to Dusknoir, I don't have to get aggressive. If they attach to Kangaskhan, I get aggressive. I can let them attach twice to this thing, actually. Okay, if they keep going top deck Academy at night, then I have to play my stadium. Well, then I have to check to make sure I have 2 stadium. I don't even know if I have 2 stadium in the deck. This is a deck out angle, yeah. They actually have enough energy to attack with Dusknoir as well, so they could start attaching to Dusknoir. No, but if they attach 3 times in retreat... Okay, I do have to replace their stadium here. Well, I have to check if I have another stadium first. I need to know if I have another stadium. I don't want to discard anything. Probably discard this. That's fine. I don't have another stadium, but I can make them have to find their next stadium before. Okay, so I fail this, so I'm still up in the prize exchange or the deck out. Actually, I can put a card back as well. I should have actually put a dark energy back. Appreciate the 2 months there. Slingshot. Now I force them to go find their 4th stadium. They have the 4th stadium. Now I could match them with stadium uses. Like, I can just do the same thing. Yeah, I currently win on time. Okay, if they're not going to do it, I'm not going to do it. I'll match them in... If they use Academy at Night, I'll use it. If they don't use it, then I'm not going to use it. Maybe that's what they're trying to get me to do. They're trying to get me to do it, so then they could beat me on time. Okay, they're still playing the game. No, I don't win with Zerosic eventually because the stadium just sticks in play. The stadium, you can always put a card from your hand on top of your deck. So, like, even if you have 0 cards in your deck, you can put a card on top of your deck and then pass, and then draw, and then pass, and then draw. So, but once I Zerosic them, I can probably start to get aggressive, is the thing. Theoretically. We'll see. Why am I not attacking here? I don't have to. I could if I wanted to, but I know I'm down to do the... I'm down to do this line and just see where it leads. I'm down to see where this line leads. I have no idea where this leads, so I'm down to figure out. Oh, I actually need to put another energy on my active so I can super potion it. I will be playing in the Doom tournament tomorrow, yes. Do they even have enough energy to get to 3 with Nor? I have no clue. Well, theoretically, yes. Theoretically, yes. I actually don't know for sure, but I assume they do, yeah. Actually, I want to keep the... Oh, no, I kind of messed up already. It's a thick dusk line? What? Why not later put a bunch of cards back? Because it doesn't matter. They can just use Academy at Night and constantly put a card back on top of their deck. I don't need to put a bunch of cards back. I could. It just doesn't make a difference too. It could still have a switch card left as well. So, what if they Zerosic though? I mean, I'm not playing around their Zerosic. Yeah, the answer is I'm not playing around their Zerosic. I'm not playing as if they play the Zerosic. That's silly, I think. Play around that. Okay, now I think I Zerosic them. Like this turn. Like the turn they attach a second energy, I think it's correct to pressure the whatever they have left. It's gonna be hard to find a turn to Zerosic. Well, I don't know if that's 100% true. Might not be that hard to find a turn to Zerosic later. 2 Club Fair, dude. What the fuck? I don't even know what to think. Yes. I should have attached a psychic energy to this Bouffalon. Actually, I messed up. How many times can they attack? Okay, that's 1 more card gone. I just gotta just be put... But I think I just bossed the Dusclops again, right? Heal boss Dusclops. Oh, they're Kiramine. Oh, because they want to KO the Psyduck so they can get their thing off the board. Okay, okay. That makes sense. But then I just recover the Psyduck, put it back in play, heal my active. Well, assuming they hit my active. I guess they don't have to hit my active. Oh, can they cure them 2 turns in a row and KO? Oh, so I have to super potion this. Okay, alright, so I'm gonna go... Now it could come down to the stadiums, but I should be able to like boss KO this to win the game as well. They shouldn't have enough resources to attack again. The Dusknoir on the bench. The Dusknoir on their bench is probably for, it's like a Shaman tech. So you use Dusknoir to KO Shaman, then you can use the big thing, but it's bad. Dusknoir and Slow King is not good. Better options. Why not treasure boss? Because I don't want to play boss. The Slow King being in the active is the same thing as the Dusknoir being in the active. They can't do anything if Slow King's in the active. It would just be a waste of my boss. Now boss KO this would be a potential play. Which I might, if they go into it, if they Academy at night this turn, I will boss KO this looking, because I'm not going to sit here for forever. And I think it should be safe to boss KO that here. They should be out of resource. The only thing they should be able to punch me with is Clefairy if I KO this, so. Case. Does the pivot to get energy accessible via stretcher? No, I just didn't want my Bouffalon in my active. Seems better to not have Bouffalon in the active. I could have benched a Monkey Dory last turn, I guess. Would I switch into the booth? To heal it with the Jumbo Ice Cream. I don't know if it was like necessary, but that's why I did it. I went to Lottie for boss KO next turn. I'm at a boss. I don't have any boss left. Who's gonna tell him? There's nothing to tell me. There's nothing to tell me. You've gotta be mean. Tell me D's? When Slow King discards a Metagross, why can it deal 300 damage? Because the card specifies you may choose to discard 3 metal energy attached to it. So you're choosing to discard the metal energy attached to it. There just is no metal energy to discard. It doesn't say you have to discard metal energy to do the extra damage. It just says you may discard the metal energy. You're choosing to discard the metal energy. Another dub.